Ladies and gentlemen, a very, very warm welcome to Modern English School Cairo. A number of you are parents of children already at our school, some as young as primary, and many others, I assume, are considering the suitability of the IB diploma at MES Cairo as potential new enrolments. We've purposely designed today's IBDP experience to meet the needs of those who know our school well as those of you who don't. For those who know a great deal about the IB philosophy and the structure of the diploma program, as well as those who don't. Whilst the experience of the MES Cairo may be varied amongst those of you who have joined us today, we do all share one very important aim in common: the quality education of the young people in our classrooms and in our care. Synonymous with the word quality is all that the International Baccalaureate Organisation stands for, and all that we, as a school, believe in. Today's experience is in 3 parts and will give you some insight into the exceptional program that we offer our students as the result of a merger between great curriculum and great school. We will talk first and then move on to a very practical insight into the IB diploma as we offer it here at MES Cairo, followed by an exhibition hosted by subject specialists. You will have the opportunity to tour the school, meet many of the 27 teachers who staff the diploma program, as well as a number of students who are on their path to graduation with an MES Cairo IB diploma. There will be ample opportunity for you to have questions answered, not only by MES students, teachers and senior leaders, but by university counsellors from our own staff, as well as from the prestigious American University of Cairo. We hope that by the conclusion of today's session you will feel as excited about the IB diploma program at MES as we are to talk to you about it. And for the opportunity to do so, I wish to thank you for joining us on this, our very first MES Cairo IBDP Open Day. For those who don't already know me, my name is Nicola Singleton and I am Principal of Secondary, British and IB Diploma sections. My personal journey at MES Cairo began 11 years ago and has incorporated the contemplation, implementation and consolidation of the IB diploma offer at our school. Here we are some 9 years later, having established an IBDP program that is amongst the very best globally, with statistics to prove it. A sustained 100% pass rate, top scoring students scoring 44 out of a possible 45 points, securing admission to some of the finest universities in the world, and an average point score that reliably sits well above the annual global average by at least 2 or 3 points, year after year after year. My respected colleague, Khalid Amatal, Deputy Head Teacher and IBDP Coordinator, will speak to you about the finer details of an IBDP education and how it takes shape here at MES Cairo. He is an absolute advocate of the IBDP, having entrusted his own daughter Clara to it, who is now in her 2nd and final year. As one of the finest educators I've had the pleasure to work with, as well as a parent who is committed to enabling his own children to access the best, Mr. Al-Matal's overview of the IBDP will most certainly engage. Following Mr. Al-Matal, the true magic of an IBDP education will be displayed for your information as much as for your enjoyment. Mohi Abu Alam, currently in DP12 and rapidly approaching the final stages of his journey at MES and within the IBDP, will speak to you about his experiences. I'm fully prepared for the likelihood that Mohi will do a far better job than Mr. Al-Matal or I will at helping you understand what the IBDP at MES Cairo has to offer our students. Not only is Mohi this year's MES Cairo IBDP scholar in recognition of his academic abilities, he is an enthusiastic sportsman, a senior mentor and a responsible citizen. He possesses leadership, confidence and insight beyond his years and is a very fine example of the extraordinary young people we are in the business of guiding towards the self-realisation of their capabilities. I've already referenced the quality at the core of both MES Cairo as a school and the IBO's diploma program as a curriculum, and the compatibility of both with each other. Before Khalid and Mohi speak, it is important for me to set the context of that marriage, if I may. Modern English School Cairo will celebrate its 25th anniversary in March 2015. If we contemplate what has been achieved over the past 25 years, it will give you some insight into our school's commitment to innovation and growth along its journey to present day, whilst embracing its founding mission of ensuring leadership through education and caring for, challenging and inspiring every single student that you, our parents, present and prospective, entrust to our care. Born from the grand vision of Mrs. Sousan and Mr. Nabil Dejani, along with daughter Ghada Dejani and MES founding principal Mr. Peter Godfrey, came the realisation of a quality British school in Egypt, reflecting previous experience establishing schools of excellence in the Gulf. 25 years ago, the school began in a converted villa in Siray al-Obba with the unwavering faith and support of the 26 students and their families who joined the school when it opened its doors. Over the years, the role has grown, the site has changed and the curricula has broadened. We are now a school of over 2,100 children. We moved to these stunning purpose-built premises in 2000 and added American and IB diploma options into the secondary curriculum provision over the years. But our core values have remained unchanged. Recognising the value of each individual in his or her relationship with others, promoting international understanding and responsible citizenship in a multicultural context reflecting the best of Arab, Western and other world cultures, providing a supportive, inspiring environment which encourages learners to aim high and achieve their aspirations, and creating opportunities for all to develop confidence, responsibility and integrity are the 4 pillars of our Modern English School Cairo mission statement. And we live our mission. In a recent workshop with senior students, I asked them to contemplate each of the 4 pillars of our mission, and they determined that if MES Cairo was a student and the mission statement presented the 4 assessment objectives, then we would score A grades across the board. The students were quick to point out that they were only A grades and not A star grades, and they were swift to explain why. Like every credible organisation, they said, we must strive to reflect and improve, to take risks and be decisive, to explore and be creative. Nothing, they said, with the wisdom of people far beyond their years, is ever really perfect. And whilst MES Cairo is an amazing school and one of which they are extremely proud to belong, our responsibility as an organic, evolving educational establishment which is in the business of shaping the minds and the hearts of young people, we have to continually reflect on what we do, how we do it and why. And that is what we strive for. For the young men and women who join us daily for a number of years and cross our graduation stage on their way to a life filled with challenge, excitement and wonder, to be equipped to engage in meaningful thought, to lead by example, to succeed in reaching the high standards they set themselves, and to make a difference not only for the benefit of themselves but for others. We are preparing MES Cairo students for the very significant responsibility as the next generation of leaders in Egypt and beyond. Our alumni are already establishing themselves as significant contributors in the broad areas of industry, medical research, politics and charity. With an increasing number of MES graduates returning to our school with children of their own to enrol, they bring the values of their educational experience as students at MES to their very important role as parents and citizens also. We truly believe that through our school community we are shaping the direction of the country and its substantial contribution to the future of the region, a responsibility that we take most seriously. With that in mind, we've articulated the many qualities that the weight of the world will demand from our students as they move from school into universities and on to life beyond. We call this our MES Cairo Graduate Profile, which you will see on the screen behind me and which I will give you a moment to read for yourselves. That list of adjectives describes to you what an MES Cairo education is all about. It sums up the very purpose of our work as educators and I have no doubt aligns with your own thoughts about the responsibilities that you bear as parents. We all look to our children to solve some of the many problems that our generation has created for them, and we want to equip and resource them with the capabilities to confront those challenges. For some of our students who come through the British and American section of secondary to the end of their year or grade 10 year, well on their way to recognising these qualities in themselves and in each other, they might recognise that the IB diploma journey is going to provide them with the very best environment in which to thrive. I now would like to invite my colleague, Mr. Khalid Al-Matal, to speak with you about why the IB diploma is such a convincing path to graduation in terms of realising our MES Cairo graduate profile aims and aspirations, as well as being such a respectable qualification for university entrance. Mr. Al-Matal.